Hey, Maleeka, right?
Hey!
Thanks for letting us ask you 36 questions about coffee. Shall we get going?
Let's go!
So how's your day been going?
Honestly, it's been okay. I just have a lot of midterms, a lot of assignments, so I've literally been studying for this entire day.
How are you dealing with all that?
Coffee, but in moderation.
Do you drink coffee often?
I used to drink a lot of coffee.
Wow, what age did you start drinking it?
So when I was younger, I used to get the occasional ice cap, but I started drinking real coffee when I turned 18.
Why'd you start?
Well, because of university, I had so many assignments, so many deadlines, and I had to get everything done. I needed energy, so I drank coffee.
How much did you drink a day?
Well, I used to drink about 3 cups of coffee a day, which is like 400 milligrams of coffee.
Is that a lot?
Well, that's just enough to still experience the positive effects of caffeine.
What happens if you drink more than 400 milligrams?
That's when you start experiencing the negative effects of caffeine.
Wow, why are you drinking so much coffee?
Well, because I just felt like so dependent on it. I felt like I needed it to survive.
Why do you think caffeine dependence isn't a topic of concern for this current generation?
Well, because coffee is so normalized that people probably don't think that there's any negative effects with it.
What would you advise your colleagues of people your age that are dependent on coffee currently?
I would advise them to do some research because there are actual studies that talk about withdrawal and dependence from caffeine.
So then, is it true that caffeine is basically a drug?
Yes, caffeine is a psychoactive drug.
What's a psychoactive drug?
A psychoactive drug is basically any drug that alters your brain function, causing differences in your alertness, differences in your mood.
What are some other examples of psychoactive drugs?
Well, there's LSD, there's cocaine, there's alcohol.
So how does caffeine affect your body then?
Well, I actually did some prior research on that. I can pull it up for you here. There we go. So there's actually a molecule already in our body that looks just like caffeine, and it's called adenosine.
Oh really? So what does adenosine do in our body?
It basically binds to adenosine receptors, and it produces feelings of drowsiness.
So what happens when we have caffeine?
So when we have caffeine, coffee actually blocks adenosine receptors and causes feelings of alertness, and it also provides us with energy.
So would that make caffeine an antagonist?
Yes, caffeine is an antagonist because it blocks the physical activity of adenosine.
I think I get it, but can you explain how these receptors actually work?
Of course, come on over here, and I have such a good video that explains this whole thing in such great detail.
Hi everyone! Today I'll be using puzzle pieces to explain the way that caffeine functions in the brain. In your brain, you have adenosine receptors represented by the gray puzzle pieces, you have adenosine molecules represented by the green puzzle piece, and when you drink coffee, you'll also have caffeine molecules which are represented by the blue puzzle piece. The green puzzle piece, adenosine, normally attaches onto the gray puzzle pieces, the adenosine receptor. When the green piece attaches onto the gray pieces, this completes a puzzle in your body that creates feelings of drowsiness. But if this blue puzzle piece, caffeine, finds its way into the body, it looks for those gray pieces, the adenosine receptor, and blocks the green pieces, adenosine, from completing their puzzle. When the puzzle is completed with these blue pieces, it creates feelings of alertness and energy instead. So essentially, caffeine wakes you up by fooling the adenosine receptors.
Thanks, that makes so much sense now.
No problem.
Were there any studies done about caffeine withdrawal?
There was actually a study done in 1998.
What'd they do?
So there were 25 participants, and they gave each participant 2 placebo tablets.
What's a placebo?
A placebo could be basically like any pill or drink that participants can take, but it has no effects.
What happened after?
So after this, Participants took actual caffeine tablets for 2 weeks, and then for 7 days after that, they took no caffeine at all.
What did their results suggest?
So the results of this study suggested that people can experience symptoms of caffeine withdrawal in as little as 3 days after not drinking coffee at all, and symptoms worsen depending on how much caffeine they were previously drinking.
What kind of withdrawal symptoms did they experience?
A lot of them had really, really bad headaches.
Have you ever experienced headaches from not drinking coffee?
I honestly have had some really bad headaches. One time I thought I had a migraine.
Was that the only symptom that you experienced?
No, I also felt really irritable, kind of tired, and also a bit anxious.
What are some other symptoms of caffeine withdrawal?
Well, there's also flu-like symptoms, like I said before, irritability, headaches, kind of everything in that category.
So what was your strategy on dealing with your symptoms of withdrawal?
So honestly, what I did was I took the first 2 weeks to kind of slowly wean myself off. So after that, those 2 weeks, I spent actual full 2 weeks of no caffeine at all.
2 weeks? Why that long?
Well, studies have shown and suggested that it takes about 12 to 14 days to detoxify the body of coffee.
What other things can you do if you quit drinking coffee and start to experience these negative symptoms?
So if you do experience negative symptoms, you can also just take any painkillers such as Tylenol or Advil. You can also drink a lot of water. Drinking a lot of water really, really helps. And also just avoiding any types of food or any types of drinks that may have caffeine as an ingredient.
So are you saying that coffee overall is bad to drink and should it be avoided?
Okay, so no, I am not trying to say that all coffee is bad. I mean, sometimes we need that extra little kick in the morning, and sometimes we need that extra little kick at night to help us stay up that extra hour to study. So everything's okay about coffee. It's just, again, in moderation. It's just really important for you not to completely overdo it.
Thanks so much for answering all of my questions today, and good luck with the rest of your semester. You got this.
Thank you so much for having me, honestly.
Oh wait, last question.
What's up?
Starbucks or Tim Hortons?